Sup nerds, we're finally going to be talking about the collectible public event rewards in the Savage Divide, the biggest region in terms of public events. As per usual, no consumable or consumable recipes, no mods or mod plans, and skipping everything you can get elsewhere. We're also going to be skipping the free range because we already talked about it in the Forest and the Mire videos, and this video will be long as is. So let's get going. Let's go to the Savage Divide. So let's start out by talking about One Violent Night. This one doesn't have a lot of collectibles, and if you do it right, you can get both at the same time. The beer hat is a cool ass hat that you can get from One Violent Night. It is one of my favorite hats too. The Nailer is a unique cultist blade that you can get, but only if you beat the Night Stalker or whatever the boss is called with an unarmed weapon. And that's it for One Violent Night. Moving on to Radiation Rumble, and this one can take a while, but you can level up pretty quickly here, so if that's something you're looking to do, this is a great one to do every time it pops up, and doing so can get you 2 collectible rewards, one being the plan for the Radioactive Barrel, which it's one more clutter thing to put in your camp, I guess, but it's kinda cool. Then you can get the Emmet Mountain Hazmat suit, so you can be protected from radiation and still look stylish in blue and green. From here on out, everything will have a bunch of collectibles, so let's get to it. The Test Your Metal public event is one of my favorite ones to participate every time it pops up, because not only does it have very awesome rewards, but also you can get a lot of bonus caps if you do destroy that one iBot and emote stuff. But anyway, the rewards are all plans, and they are the Cryogenic Bed, which is very different from all the other free-to-play beds that we can get, so it's pretty cool. The Antique Globe of Mars, pretty classy to put in your study like a true gentleman and a scholar. The Robot Beer Stein display, which is definitely a lot cooler than the normal Beer Stein display, because robots, who doesn't like robots? The Rust Eagle banner. All banners are pretty cool to have so that your walls don't feel so empty. The Botsmith Armor, which is separated into 5 different plans, each one received separately, being the left arm, left leg, right leg, and the torso. But this is the easiest of the quote-quote endgame armors to get, and by that I mean the first set of armors that you weren't allowed to trade or drop. I think this is probably the weakest of those, but it is the earliest one you can get since you can just participate in any public events whenever. Then, my personal favorites, you can get the 2 Brotherhood of Steel T51 paints here. One of them is a T51 Brotherhood of Steel Night Paint. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And the other is the T51 Brotherhood of Steel Paladin paint, which obviously is what Romani uses. Very awesome. Then moving on to Eviction Notice, which is a cool event as well I guess, but definitely an event that won't be very fun to do unless a lot of people are around. But there are quite a few unique weapons to get here, so you will usually find people doing it from time to time. The first one we'll be looking at is the Debilitator, yet another unique super sledge. Another Eviction Notice weapon is a Pirate Punch, a unique black powder blunderbuss. Sadly, this one doesn't have a unique look, but it does have pretty decent perks for this gun in specific. Still, not really a main weapon material. Also from Eviction Notice is the Tone Death, a unique death tempo. It has a unique paint, it jingles when attacking, and it gives you +5 max carry weight when equipped. Not a strong weapon, but it weighs 0.5, so it's handy to keep it around for when you need to fast travel and you are just a little over encumbered. Another Eviction Notice weapon is the Doctor's Orders, a unique hunting rifle, but nothing too crazy about this one. Still from Eviction Notice, the Crowd Control is a unique combat shotgun. Right off the bat, he has a unique look which I love, but he also has decent perks as a sight shotgun. The last Eviction Notice weapon is the Foundation's Vengeance, a unique minigun. This has bloody, explosive, and resilient as its legendary perks. It also comes with the Shredder muzzle nod, definitely a fun weapon to mess around with. And y'all know me, unique look? Yes please. Then there's the Safe and Sound public event, which is the newest on this list, even though it is quite a few months old at this point, but perhaps because it is one of the newer ones, there's a ton to collect. In fact, I myself wasn't able to get everything yet, but between my friends and I think we have everything to show. Starting out, there are the 4 Cryptid trading cards that you can get here, to display with the other 4 from the Beast of Burden in Cranberry Bog. The 4 from here are the Beast of Beckley card, Blue Devil card, the Jersey Devil card, and the Sheep Squatch card. There are 3 unique weapons here, one of which is the Cryptid Jawbone knife, a unique combat knife. It looks wicked and has 3 rerollable perks. I still think the teeth should be facing the other way around though. The cultist marking on it are pretty cool. Another safe and sound weapon is the Kabloom, a unique pump action shotgun. This one has great perks, but also an innate 50 poison damage over 10 seconds. Not bad at all. Plus, the flowery paint job reminds me of SpongeBob backgrounds. The last safe and sound weapon is the Blue Ridge Branding Iron, a unique shish kebab. It looks great, and the motorcycle handle gives it away that it is indeed a shish kebab variant. The rerollable perks aren't amazing, but the innate 24 fire damage over 3 seconds and increased swing speed makes this weapon a pretty popular one. Then there are a whopping 19 plans you can get here. There's the Blue Devil Curtain Door, the Blue Devil Plushie, which I absolutely love and would love to squeeze, the Blue Devil statue, not as cute as the plushie to be honest, the Blue Devil Backpack Flair, which is one of those that I don't have yet. Thank you Jay for the footage for the 100th time of me showing it. The the blue reached rug, the Brahmin Backpack, which is also one of my favorites. I think probably the very first free-to-play plushie backpack we ever got, though of course we now have a few others. Speaking of the Brahmin and plushie, you can also get the pink Brahmin plushie here. Very cute, but tiny, and also just a recolor from the blue one that we got a long time ago. The Brahmin Skin Rug, kinda creepy, not gonna lie. The Cartography Table, which is by far one of the coolest camp items to have. The Kid's Brahmin Clock, which... What? Why is this thing here? The mounted blue devil head, if you like all the taxidermy stuff. The Paddock Fence. The Paddock Gate. The Traveler's Wagon, which I guess is okay. Truckbed trailer with junk, kinda cool junkyard vibe, which I dig. Then there's the Milkman Outfit and Hat, both drop as separate plans. And of course, the Blue Devil outfit and Pelthood also dropped as separate plans. And finally, we have the Colossal Problem Public event, which a player will need to trigger by using a nuke, and it is currently one of the 4 boss events in Fallout 76, though I hear a 5th snake boss might be coming soon. Anyway, first there are the 3 curse weapons that you can get from here, the shovel, the pickaxe, and the harpoon gun. They don't have any unique look, nor are they named. It just means that these weapons will do more damage but also break faster. I personally don't think this as collectibles, but if you want, they're there. Otherwise, you can get the plan for the meat pile, which is pretty gross. Maybe that's your thing. There's also a plan for the Wendigo Colossus Skin Rug. Also pretty weird. Who asked for this? The plan for the Wendigo Colossus heads, which honestly, despite what I said earlier, this one is actually pretty cool in a weird way because it still moves. They still move, which is pretty cool. The plan for the Wendigo Colossus plushie, I wish this one was much bigger since it is a boss plushie. And the reclaimed deep mining gas mask, which is not a plan, it is a headwear itself, making it kinda rare to obtain since people can't just craft it. Then there are the 4 nuclear winter rewards from here, which have a 10% chance to drop one of the 4. Them being the laser gun hot rod flames paint, the large supply crate, the Centurion Helmet, which I still don't have, thanks Harrows for the footage, and the amazing Inferno Mark III Power Armor paint set, which can be applied to the T45, T51, T60, and the X01. The metal tips on this are glowing because I assume they're red hot. The effect kinda makes it look like some sort of alien sea anemone, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be red hot rebars. Anyway, that's it. Every collectible public event rewards from the Savage Divide region. Do you have all of them? What should I collect next? Tell me in the comments down below. It can be anything from any game as long as I think it's cool. Otherwise, leave a like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to see more collection videos like this, and of course, always nerd on.